Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to learn about abstraction in Java. But before starting the video, I would like to revise what we have done in our previous video. So in our previous video, we have already learned the first is inheritance in Java. Second is extends keyword. Then concept of base class and child class, and programs related to inheritance. Now if suppose you have not watched the video till now, I have given the link in the I button. Please click on it and watch the previous videos to understand this topic nicely. So let's talk about abstraction in Java. So data abstraction is the concept, is the process of hiding certain details and showing only essential information to the user. Now abstraction can be achieved with either abstract classes or interfaces. Now here if I'm talking about data hiding, the concept which is coming from abstraction. In Java, if suppose you want to hide any data, you can use abstraction to do that. Now suppose I'm giving an example. Now if suppose you're purchasing a car, okay, now right now what kind of information do you have about your car? Like first, you know there is a steering wheel in your car, okay, there are wheels in your car mileage, okay, some engine information. But do you know how your car brake works, okay, how engine works, how piston works? These details are hidden from you. So basically you know something about your car, like your steering wheel can move your car, your wheels are there, they are rotating, okay. These informations are given to you, but some of the informations of your car are hidden. They are only known for the manufacturers, okay. So the same way, if suppose you want to hide any details of your properties of the class, you can hide the details from another class in the concept of inheritance. Now let us see here abstract class and methods. Now here if suppose we are creating a class which has abstract methods, basically we create abstraction with the methods only. So if suppose your method is abstraction, is having abstraction, the concept of abstraction, the class has to be abstracted, okay. Now here it is written abstract class is a restricted class that cannot be used to create objects. Now whenever we create an abstract class, we are not going to make the object of the class, okay. That is a rule of abstraction. The second, abstract method can only be used in an abstract class and it does not have a body. The body is provided by the subclass inherited from. Now what does it mean? Here whenever we are going to use abstract concept, we are going to use the concept via methods, okay. Now whenever we are going to make abstract methods in a class, that class has to be abstracted, okay. It means I'm going to declare that class with abstract keyword. Now if I want to have abstract methods in the particular class, okay, and whenever we declare abstract methods, if we want to create abstract methods, the method name or the method declaration should be with a keyword called abstract. So both the classes and the method both has to be declared with a keyword abstract, okay. Another thing, we are not going to create object of abstract class, okay. Why? Because obviously we are not going to create the body of abstract method. Whenever any method is abstract, so abstract methods body we are not going to create. So we are not going to create the object of abstract class as well. Let us see. Here's a sample program that I'm going to show you. So here I have created a class fruit which is abstract class. Why? Because I already told whenever you want to have an abstract method inside the class has to be abstracted. Now here a class is declared with an abstract keyword. The class name is fruit. The second is a data member which is declared inside the class, which is m, int integer m, and then abstract void name. Now the method name is name, okay, and the return type is void, and since the method is abstract method, that is why it is declared with a keyword abstract. Now here we have already learned that abstract method doesn't have a method body. That is why you can see it is declared with a semicolon. It means we are not going to create the method body in this class. That is why this method is known as abstract method. So here I'm going to create another class which is child1, which is extending fruit. It means child1 is a subclass which is actually inheriting fruit class. Okay, now one more important point that you need to remember: whenever we are extending any abstract class, whichever abstract methods are there, you have to make the body of the methods in your child class. Like suppose there are 3 methods which are actually abstract methods in the abstract class, and you have inherited that particular class with a child class. Now in that particular child class, all the method body has to be made. You cannot leave any method. You don't have an option like I can leave one method and I can create another method. No, you have to create all the methods body in the subclass which is inheriting the base class. Okay, so here I am creating this class which is having a data member integer a, and I'm creating the body of the abstract method name, and inside the body I'm just writing apple. I'm printing apple and closing the class. Okay, so basically here child1 is a subclass which is actually inheriting the fruit class which is a base class. Okay, and then I'm creating the body of the name method which is abstract method whose body is not declared in the base class. So I have to declare the body, I have to create the body of name method in the child class. It is mandatory. Okay, so here I have just written a basic method, a normal print statement is given. Okay, now another class which is child2, which is also inheriting fruit class. Okay, and as I told, I have to create the method body of the base class which is abstract method in child class. Okay, so if the method is abstract method, I have to create the body in the child class. If the method is normal method, it is okay. It is totally your choice. You want to use the method or not. But if the method is abstract method, then you have to create the body in the child class. So here we can see we have a data member integer b which is not being used. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Now here again I am creating the body of name method which is system.out.println banana. Okay, so I have created a method which is abstract method. The body I have created in the child2 class which is extending fruit class, and I have just printed banana. Now here what is the abstraction method, abstraction concept? Now here the detail of name function is hidden in fruit class. Okay, now detail is mentioned in the two child classes, and the details are different. As you all can see that the detail present in child1 class which is apple, okay, and in child2 class which is banana. Now if suppose we create object of child1, then what detail you're going to see? This is apple, the fruit name is apple. But if you call the child2 class, if you create object of child2 class, you are going to see the detail as banana. Okay, so the detail is hidden in fruit class. Okay, the detail is actually mentioned in different classes, different details are there. Okay, now this concept is known as abstraction. You are actually hiding the detail of any particular method in any class. Okay, so the points to be remember, the first point is abstract methods are declared with a keyword abstract. Now whenever we need to declare any method which is abstract method, we have to write abstract before writing the return type and the name of the method. Okay, the next one is if any class contains abstract methods, the container class has to be declared with abstract keyword. Now if your class is containing abstract methods, that class has to be declared with a keyword which is abstract. The next key point is if a subclass is inheriting any abstract class, the subclass should have all the abstract methods body. Now if any subclass is creating the inheriting the base class, it has to have all the methods body which are abstract methods. Okay, the last one is we don't create object of the abstract class. Okay, so these are the important points. Now let us see the practical part of abstraction. Okay, so now we are in our Java platform, BlueJ. So here I have created 3 classes. As you all can see, this is abstract class, which is fruit. As you all can see, it is written abstract here. So just right click on new class. If you click on this abstract class and click on OK, you'll be able to create an abstract class. Okay, so the same way I have created this class, so which is having a data member inside int a, and I have created a method which is created with abstract keyword. The name of the method is name. Okay, name is the name of the method, and the return type is void. Okay, so as you all know that any method which is abstract method has to be declared with abstract keyword, and even the class which is containing the abstract method should also created with abstract keyword as well. So here basically this class doesn't have anything else which is except this method, and you all can see the method is only prototyped here. Okay, means the semicolon is here, it means no body is declared in the method, which is abstract method concept. Okay, so this class is inherited by 2 different classes, as you all can see. First one is child class, child1. See here, public class child1 extends fruit, so it is extending the fruit class. So here it has a data member int b which is not being used, doesn't matter. And here I have created the body of the abstract method which is there in the base class. Okay, so inside the method body I have written system.println apple. Okay, and I have created the object of child1 class to call this function name. Okay, so here I have created the main function and created the object of child1 class. So I have not done so many things here. I have just inherited the class which is the base class fruit, and I have created the body of the abstract method which is name. Okay, and I have called the method here. So another class which I have created is child2, which is also inheriting the fruit class. Okay, here as you all can see. Now it has a data member int c, but I have not used it. Then we have created a function which is name, and this is the function which is already there in the base class, which is an abstract function, abstract method, and we have just created the body of this method in child2 class also. Now as you all can see, the details are different. In that class, in child1 class, we have printed apple, but here in child2 class we have printed banana. The details of the method which is present inside the method, the details are different, and that is totally hidden from the base class. Okay, and here I have called the method from object of child2 class. Okay, so as you all can see, the method which is present in the base class, the name of the method is name only. Okay, this method's detail is different in both the classes. In child1 it is a different detail, and child2 is a different detail. Now if I call this first class, if I invoke this function, I'll get apple. Okay, the output is coming apple. And if I invoke the function which is present in child2, then I'm going to get a different thing which is called banana. It means the details which I'm going to have from both the classes are different, and the details are totally hidden in the base class. So this is the actual concept of abstraction. I hope I have explained it properly. Now if suppose you have any kind of questions, please put it in the comment box. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you are new to my channel, please click on subscription, the red button, and subscribe my channel to have the latest videos. Thank you so much for watching.